so I'm going to have to say a couple things. And I'm going to say this once and make a video about it once. The Red War allegation, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, suing Bungie for copyright infringement of Red War and Curse of Osiris. If this guy actually wrote his stuff and it's published and it's prevented copyrighted, would it make sense to sue Bungie 8 years ago when Red War came out? When Curse of Osiris came out? And another thing, he says that his paperwork started in 2013. Destiny 1 came out in 2014. Destiny has been in development for 5 years. So since 2008 is when they started to develop Destiny. So, if that's the case, then none of his work is viable. And technically, he would be technically stealing Bungie's work. As his claim is his work has been here since 2013. Development of Destiny has been here for 5 fucking years before 13. Another thing, saying Moscow of Russia and your location as Old Russia, that is not two fucking same or similar fucking locations. Old Russia and Moscow. Moscow is literally the fucking part of Russia. You don't claim part of Russia. Especially the fact that Bungie puts in Old Russia. There is no definition of the exact location of Old Russia. So, no. That's 100% false. Number 2. It would have been common sense to sue Bungie at the beginning of Red War when videos fly across the fucking media. Instead of wait until 8 years later. That clearly shows that you're just attacking a Bungie because you are a failure You're a failed writer. And you're trying to make quick money by suing a successful business. Bungie did not copyright Red War. I can tell you that right now. Because Red War is the continuous of the story of Cabal, which has been here since the very beginning of Destiny and 5 years of development of Destiny. So this whole bullshit of him saying that, oh, Bungie copyrighted me, I'm suing Bungie. I'm also going to look this up. 2007! Bungie started initial development for Destiny in 2007. The full-scale development began after the completion of Halo Reach in 2010. The progress was known internally as Tiger, before being officially announced as Destiny in February 13th. This lawsuit is fake. Anyone with the common sense and everyone who has a fucking brain would know this failed writer is literally trying to copyright Bungie and trying to take their money because he's a failed writer. Because he can't make money. Because he's a shit writer. Another hand is, it's 100% fake. Because if you clearly did your work in 2013, then you would have sued Bungie the maybe 2 to 3 months after Red War came out. You wouldn't have waited 8 years to sue Bungie. The Grimoire lore book that you said that they stole from you and you wrote back in 2013, guess what? Those lores have existed since the start of development. The lores, the Grimoire, did not appear until a year or two after Destiny started. But the lore has already been made. They didn't start writing books until after. So no, none of your work has been stolen by Bungie. All this bullshit of copyright infringement is because you are a failure of a writer. And you're trying to make money off of Bungie, who is successful. They started development of 2007 of Destiny. They started development of Destiny 2 in 2010. Actually, no, 2015. Which your allegations still don't match up. Because if they actually copied you, there would be no time space in between both writing. There's a massive gap. And it's clearly 100% false. Let me go ahead and look up when Red War was initially started to develop. Project Tiger. That is the name of the original Destiny. They started developing that back in 2007. And if it was fucking copyrighted, you would have sued Bungie years ago. All the lores has been in Destiny World. And you cannot claim your work, quotation marks, as copyright infringement of you saying New Moscow. That's part of Russia. You don't claim a location. There is a lot of games that has the same locations as other games. You are a failure, and you're trying to make money the fast way by suing a successful business. Because you don't have the fucking balls to fucking do your own work. So you're pulling all this shit out of your fucking ass because you can't admit that you're wrong. And the only reason Bungie can't show the Red War was not copyrighted is because they don't have the file anymore. Activision was a fault of that. Because they owned Red War at that time. Now here's another thing. Wouldn't it make more sense to sue Bungie years ago instead of waiting until Edge of Fate and Final Shape came out? Would it make more sense to sue Bungie when the videos on YouTube appeared? Does it make sense to wait 8 years to sue a company? No, it doesn't. And that just shows that you're fucking wrong. Bungie didn't copyright you. They didn't infringement you. Technically, you have stolen their work. So technically, Bungie can sue you. You are a failure of a writer. A failure. And the only way you can make money because of your failure is by suing a company with false accusations, trying to get away with it and get free money. That's not how the world works, man. It's not how the world works. Because you have no proof of your work. No one can find your book besides on Etsy. But guess what? Etsy is not a real website. You know why no one bought your book? Because your storytelling sucked. But trying to accuse a successful company because of your failure really shows your color. It literally shows you how much of a shitty fucking writer you are. Bungie will win this case. And I guaranteed they would turn the knife towards you. For damaging Bungie's reputation. Because they did not copy strike you. Well, they did not copyright you. Because just because some similarities happened means nothing. It's absolutely fucking pathetic you think you're gonna win. This has been a year-long lawsuit. And that lawsuit will come to the end with a knife pointing at you. Because you are a failure of a writer. And you always will be a failure of a writer. And especially if you lose, your reputation is going to go downhill fast, like an avalanche. Because I can guarantee you, none of your claims are valid. Because the Cabal and the Warbeast have been in Destiny for 11 years. And you're sitting there counting your thumbs, hoping that this would be a successful lawsuit. Will not work for you. You will fail. And this will be your downfall. It doesn't take a genius to know that this lawsuit is 100% false. There is a lot of information missing. Timing does not add up. And you wouldn't have waited 8 fucking years to sue a company. Now would you? No. A common sense person would not wait for 8 fucking years to sue a company that they think that copyrighted them. You're only suing Bungie because you're a failure. Trying to make a quick buck off a successful company. Bungie didn't steal your work. You're just a failure. I will wait until the day of this lawsuit ends. Then I'll rub it in your face. Because you try to take out Bungie. Because your sorry ass can't fucking write a book. Can't publish. Because you suck. Your writing is terrible. And try and say that Bungie stole your work and with these different symbols. Well, guess what? The symbols are literally key symbols. Anyone can use them. They're used as emotes as well. Just because Bungie took an arrow and a right arrow and 2 lines does not mean they copyrighted you. It's like saying, I took a fucking grain of sand, as another person says that I stole their piece of sand. Doesn't make sense, does it? As the sand has already been made. Which means the symbols has already been made, open to use in any way that somebody wants to use them. You will fail this lawsuit. You have my word. And the knife will be turned on you. And you will be sued by Bungie. Good luck.